Hello everybody! In today's video I'm going to share with you how I recovered from my eating disorder. I had terrible problems with eating during my first depressive episode. However, during the last 6 to 7 years my relationship with food have been very good, and I consider myself to be fully recovered from that. Right away I want to say that this video might be helpful to you if your eating problems are caused by a mood disorder. On the other hand, if you are someone who struggles with food because of body image issues and excessive dieting, this video is probably not for you. In my opinion, these two situations should be approached differently. So I will start with how my disordered eating looked like. When my depression got bad, my appetite went just completely off the rails. A lot of people think that when you are depressed, you either don't want to eat at all or you want to eat too much. However, for some strange reason, I experienced both. There were periods where I didn't want to eat for days and couldn't properly taste anything. And there were also times where I wanted to eat all the food that exists on earth. Normal appetite did not exist for me back then. Something was always going on. Eating normally was always a problem and it was exhausting. Managing the periods of low appetite was easier for me. I just had to remember to eat something even if I don't want to, because obviously you won't get better if you starve yourself. Managing the periods of extreme hunger was more difficult, but with time I learned how to manage it, and here are my tips for you. First of all, I never eat meals that just consist of fast carbs. I always balance my meals with protein and or fiber and or healthy fats. I think that it is extremely important for all people that are prone to mood disorders. If you only eat fast carbs during a meal, like candy or bread or very sweet fruit, it will cause crazy blood sugar spikes, which will cause your mood to be all over the place and your appetite will be more difficult to control. That's why I always balance carb with plenty of vegetables or protein or ground flax seeds, things like that. Second thing that helps me control my appetite is trying to eat only when I'm physically hungry and not because I'm sad or bored or anything like that. My mood and my appetite became much easier to control since I adopted this rule. And the third point I want to mention is, of course, you need to treat your underlying mood disorder. Getting your mood under control is the most important part of all of this. As I've already told many times in my videos, you can treat depression with exercise, light therapy, supplements, meditation, healthy diet, therapy, psychiatric meds, TMS, ECT, or ketamine. So doing these three things changed my relationship with food forever. I've been doing good in that department for years. It takes a certain level of discipline, and sometimes there are days when I'm not perfect. But it's okay. I eat when I'm hungry, I stop when I'm full, I don't count any calories, and most importantly, I'm able to fully focus on life without constantly trying to control my weird, crazy appetite. Once again, I want to stress that this approach might not be suitable for people whose eating disorder was caused by dieting. Eating disorders caused by restriction are often treated by allowing yourself to eat whatever you want without any rules, and by working on your body image issues. And it works very well for a lot of people. That's actually what my therapist told me to do when I told her about my issues with food. I tried it several times, and it not only didn't make things any better, it made things worse every time. My appetite, my mood were all over the place. Through trial and error, I discovered that eating balanced meals when I'm actually hungry works so much better for me. And lastly, I want to speak about body shaming a little bit. You know what? Just stop body shaming people. You never know what they're going through. Staying fit for a healthy person is mostly about having a little bit of discipline. But for people with mental health problems, things can be much more complicated. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, share, and see you next time.